Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and yes, even children of all ages, because y'all need to hear this too, youngins. We at the Jeff Meacham Network, in correlation with the Custody Studios, are proud to welcome back our man of the facts and the numbers. Ladies and gentlemen, here he is, our own flesh and blood, even though he's not really flesh and blood. I'm just coming up with shit as I go along here. He is Stat Boy, and here he is with Stat Boy Rants.
Hello, my internet fans. We, as good old JM said in the control room, we are back to doing what I've done from the beginning, and that's just me ranting and talking about stuff that I want to talk about. I can talk about any topic I want. I can bring up any topic I want to discuss. I will give you my honest opinion about it. These are, and hopefully some facts if I get my stuff right. And remember, these opinions are mine and mine alone. That I am not being influenced by anybody. So whatever I am saying, I am held accountable for. Therefore, they are always hashtag StatBoy approved. Me. Statboy Mike, that's me. Behind me, this is the newest thing in my little Statboy universe. I call this the Statboard 9000 because that's what I wanted to call it. SB, everything is Statboy approved, Statboard, Statboy this. And as you can see, I've got the 2022 current MLB standings on here. The top 3 teams are the division leaders. The next 3 teams will be the wild cards. And everybody below that line are out. But of course, the season is only 18, 19, 17, 20 games deep, so we don't need to worry about teams being eliminated yet. I've got my little formula there to find out how many games back a team is, and probably around September or the elimination numbers come into play. So why am I talking about baseball? Because I'm talking about my first new topic, and that's what's happening in baseball. This is a new technological wonder that is replacing this. Okay, now, as we all know, we had the scandal 3 years ago or 4 years ago with the Astros, where they would signal to the batter what pitch was coming. Now, I honestly don't know all the proper signals on what a catcher is doing. Thank you, Dwayne. Yes, that boy is back. Thank you. Thank you, Michael Gonzalez. Thank you. I see you there. Dwayne, I will get to that question after I quit.
Get there. Sorry, Mikey. I didn't read it before I clicked it. My bad. Sorry.
That's fine. No worries. It's all good.
Off we go. All right.
And also, guys, if you want me to stop while I'm ranting, use the hashtag. It's on Twitter. Ask Statboy to rant about. Put it in the super chat.
It won't hurt either.
Put it in the super chat because we are very close to another threshold. So put a super chat in, put the hashtag Ask Statboy to rant about, then put the topic. I will immediately stop what I'm talking about, and I will focus on your topic to the best of my ability. Now, back to baseball. So the tradition, the catcher is in his position with his fingers, and he's signaling to the pitcher. 1 is probably a fastball, 2 is a curveball, and then he picks a side to what corner he wants to throw to. Of course, the Astros decided, well, we're going to signal to our batter so the batter knows what's going on. Now we fast forward to current day. Catchers are wearing essentially mini computers on their arm, on their wrist. Think Dick Tracy. And all they have to do is push a button which sends a signal to the pitcher via an earpiece so that the pitcher can decide if I want to throw that pitch or not. Really? This is what we've come to? Apparently, this new technology can no longer cause any kind of cheating so that the dugout or the batter knows what's coming.
This makes my brain hurt.
I know, it does, really. If there's something that I've heard is that it is possible that almost any electrical device can be hacked. I would love to learn how. Who's going to hack? Let's hack a microwave. Why don't we do that? How are you going to hack this little device? You have to have like high beam binoculars, sniper rifle scopes, so you can see what button the guy's pushing on his wrist, eagle eyes or whatever. Okay.
So this is why we love Stat Boy here at the network and the studios, because Mikey wants to believe the best of everybody. He really does. Here's the deal, Mikey. If they can hack my PayPal account numerous times through the use of Uber and Uber Eats, even though I don't use the same restaurant every time, anything can be hacked. Because there's certainly no eagle eye over my shoulder that I know of, although I'm looking around the room going, oh shit, maybe there is. Yeah, anything is hackable with an electronic signal, because people out there in the world are just determined to be shitty. And I know you don't want to believe that, because you are inherently a good person and we love you for that. But let's see, we're 9 minutes into the stream. Yeah, okay. People fucking suck, Mike. So it's just one of those things that it just is what it is, man. But I don't agree with this technology being used necessarily, just because you know my dad and I, we're very much old school. We want things to remain the way they are to a certain extent. I don't agree with this technology being implemented. I do agree with the use of a computer home plate umpire, for the record.
And we have a super chat.
Super chat. All right. Thank you, Harley Baby. I love it.
Harley Baby, $5 super chat. Congratulations, Harley Baby. Got married recently. My
Look
little
at this.
She's all grown up now.
She didn't just grow before our eyes.
Yes. If you remember, I think maybe 2-3 years ago, we worked together at Knott's Berry Farm, and she tortured me then, and she still tortures me now. But a big Sad Boy shout out to Harley Baby 45. Congratulations. I'm very happy for you. This is a big moment in your life, and you're going to love every minute of it. You know, I think the world of you. I really do. You are a great person. You're a good friend. Thank you for the $5 super chat. That is amazing. You didn't have to do that, but we greatly appreciate it. And wow, I saw the video. You look beautiful in it, and wow, it was just amazing to even hear that you know that you're getting married. That's so exciting, you know. And then who knows what's next? You never know. So yeah, good job for that. Yes, there you go. Congratulations to Harley Baby. So another thing I want to discuss about baseball, and with all this technology stuff, is I still want to try and remember and figure out how they did it, because the camera in center field, which shoots to home plate, that's what everybody sees in the television audience. Okay, when you're watching a game on television, you know that faraway camera in center field, that's zoomed in, and of course the viewer can see the signals. So my question is, how did that signal that's going from the camera to a satellite dish or fiber optic cable, however they do it, to the satellite dish being broadcast out to the millions, down to your
millions. Sorry, go ahead.
Yes, millions and millions, yes. Down to your TV set. Now, you are not seeing it as it happens. There is a delay. There is a 6-second delay somewhere in there.
Thank you, James Jackson.
Exactly. Even your good old-fashioned news reports are not totally live. You can't really see it as it's happening unless you've got a good setup. So the signal goes from center field out through the cables, out through the world, into there. So then that signal has to come somehow back into the Astros dugout. So they must have some kind of setup. So, and then that fast, they're signaling to the batter somehow. I have that whole sequence is going to take more than 5, 6, 7 seconds. By then, the ball is already into the catcher's glove, I would think. That's just my opinion on that. So you have to guess. Is the pitcher's going to throw the same ball twice? I have no idea. Not really at all. Anyway,
the thing is, the desire to be the world champion was so strong in Houston that they found any way they could to cheat, because they're a bunch of freaking cheaters.
I can agree to that.
Yes, you can, because not only are they in the Angels division, they were the Dodgers' rival and it cost them the World Series because of it. So they cost the Angels any sort of playoff thing because they're in the same division, and they cost the Dodgers in the World Series. So once again, we're past the 4-minute mark. Double fuck the Astros for that one. Thank you very much, and moving on.
And of course, there was a big brawl between the Mets in the Mets game, Mets and Cardinals. That was a big disaster.
Pretty much.
Empty benches. Militia guns, 3:00 in the morning, were bent over the hood of a car in handcuffs and whatnot. The ball didn't even come anywhere near the guy, but still, a little bit of chin music, I would take it as a mistake, but is it really worth it to have the entire bench come out, punches be thrown? It reminds me of the very first Naked Gun movie. I love that movie. I love the Naked Gun. And they parodied the bench brawling. Bodies are flying everywhere. You get the Wilhelm scream. You got one guy punching another one like this, like he's dancing or whatever. Anyway, it was a great joke. Great joke while it lasted.
So I'm gonna ask you, Mikey, since we're on baseball, what's your opinion of Angel Hernandez?
Angel Hernandez? What did he do?
The umpire?
What did he do?
Did you not see his transgression? Oh Jesus! Okay, well here, let me.
I'm a little behind, so you gotta give me.
Let me. All right. So let me fill everybody in briefly. So Angel Hernandez is an umpire that, if he managed to make one good call a game, it would be the first time. He's the worst umpire in the history of baseball. We had a little league umpire out here when I was playing senior level baseball that was a team mom, or no, she wasn't even team mom because she wasn't that useful. She was just a mom of one of the players on the team, opposing teams, and we called her Bungee Butt because she would always lean back when the ball would come in, so she couldn't properly call it effing ball or a strike. So she became Bungee Butt. She's a better umpire than Angel Hernandez. This guy's notorious for calling balls and strikes completely the opposite way of what they really are. He has done that for years and years, to the point of, I think he was the umpire when Brzezinski made that, what do you need? Give me a ball, one you can see. And he got ejected immediately, which is why Brzezinski works better in wrestling than he does in baseball. But anyway, I forget the name of the guy, so forgive me, and Dad's going to kill me because we've been talking about him all week. But there was a guy on, I think it was Philly, was playing Milwaukee. So it was the Phillies batter. This ball was so low and outside, my dog had trouble getting out of the air. It was so low, put it that way. Wow. And Mucker Feather calls it a strike. So the Milwaukee batter throws the bat, and it's like doing this at the plate, like, what the hell are you watching? And he just went off on Hernandez, and the freaking manager walks out to the man, and he gets his butt away, and then he gets Angel's face, and he's like, you can't see what he's saying, but it's like, come on, man. Really? Are you kidding? Kyle Schwarber, thank you, Mike.
I think I saw that clip. I think I know what you're talking about now.
The best part about that whole clip, at the end of the game, as Hernandez is leaving the stadium, there's a fan sitting there waiting for him to come out of the parking area, and he goes, "It was the best heckle I've ever heard in my life," because it wasn't the best heckle I've ever heard in my life. "You stink, and I don't like you." Verbatim is what he said. I'm like, dude, we all need to have that kind of decorum. We don't, because we're baseball fans. So Hernandez, fuck you, you suck. But anyway, Mikey, I'm sure you've heard of this umpire because you've seen the clip with Schwarber, and over the years, he's caused everybody grief at least once throughout Major League Baseball. So that's why I'm okay with the computerized umpire behind the plate.
Yeah, the strike zone has always been a barroom brawl insinuation. It's always been talk at the water cooler. That square that you see on your television, it's there for a reason, so you at home can see what you believe. There have been countless times where if I'm watching a game, or if I'm even playing a game, because I'm now currently playing MLB The Show 22 on the Xbox One, I love questioning an umpire's call. If it's clearly inside that strike zone, it's a strike. If it is on the line, it's a strike. If it is outside the line, it's a ball.
Yeah.
But you gotta get like microscopic to see that if it's barely touching that line, it's a strike. And
when I played and I coached in Little League and we had to do umpire duty because that's what you do. It's a volunteer organization. It is what it is. We were always taught across the plate, letters to knees. That's the strike zone. Period. On every single batter. It doesn't matter if the batter's big cast tall or hornswoggle tall. The fucking strike zone's between the letters and the knees. Period. Now, I will say this. I can agree the strike zone's been a controversial thing because, you know, everybody has their own view. But Hernandez in particular, and a few other umpires have been guilty of this too. The strike zone is clearly not a foot out and a foot deep. It's just not there. So he is the worst of the worst. And if he wants to sue me for libel, my name is here. Let me go ahead and make sure Mikey's not called for this at all for any reason whatsoever. My name is Jeff Meacham. Can we get the... Come on. I don't know what's happening. Oh, we froze. Cool. There it goes. Jesus Christ. All right. My name is Jeff Meacham. This is my network that I'm producing this on. Yes, I'm on JD's channel as well, but it's primarily my network. Angel Hernandez is the worst umpire in the history of baseball. Not even Major League Baseball, just the worst umpire in the history of baseball. And I implore the commissioner, whoever you are right now, you're not Bud Selig, which is always an improvement. But if you're not going to do computerized umpires, which again, that's a controversial decision that you all have to make with you and your team, your board of directors or whatever, get Hernandez the hell away from the plate. Please. Thank you very much.
That was very good.
Thank you.
Since we're continuing the topic of sports and all that, I've now flipped the Stat Board 9000 over to this is what the tournament is going to look like if the playoffs were to start today, but the playoffs start on Monday. So as you can see, the 16 teams there.
Kings are there, and Vegas is not, and the Ducks are not, and the Sharks are not.
Last night, the Knights fell to the Blackhawks in a shootout, but that
was the greatest part for me because they gave them that little bit of freaking kernel of hope at the end. And not only did they go into a shootout and lose, it was a former King shooting for the Knights that screwed it up. I was on a cloud. Don't worry, I didn't sleep last night because I was dancing in the streets practically. I was Bruce mother effing Springsteen up in this bitch. It was ridiculous how happy I was about that. Anyway, carry on.
So it's not mainly because the Knights lost. It's also because Dallas beat Arizona and scored a point. So either way, you know, Vegas had to win straight out and Dallas had to lose in regulation. That didn't happen. So as soon as
Vegas had to get every point available to them, and they did not last night. So it is what it is.
Right. So the playoff streak is over. Jeff is okay, or Jeff is on cloud 9. I'm a little disappointed. Yes, I did respect the Knights, but you know, streaks are made to be broken. Their playoff streak is done. They don't have to worry about ice hockey in the desert. So as you can see, I
respected the Knights because of a certain person. I still had friends in the city, and that's fine. But I will not root for that team ever again, ever. So
as you can see in the East, Florida is going to be taking on Washington. Toronto is going to be taking on Tampa Bay. That's Pop's team, the Lightning. Carolina will be taking on Boston, and this is a good matchup. New York and Pittsburgh, the Pirates or the Penguins, of course. That's Greg Cherry's hometown there. And then over in the West, the Avalanche will take on the Predators. That's our secondary team.
Oh, Preds.
Right here, the Wild and the Blues. So this house is a Wild house.
Yeah, but it's JJ. It's the Williams' home. Oh man, that's gonna be a rough round.
So it's gonna be JJ versus Dory in that one, technically.
Yeah, right.
Calgary's taking on Dallas, and of course the Oilers are taking on the Kings. And like I said,
and every Kings fan is having their spidey sense tingling.
Exactly.
40 years to the year of the Miracle on Manchester. We're back in playoffs against Edmonton.
Yeah, and there was big news that dropped today. You know, we already had captain retire. Now we're having a former captain retire, and Jeff broke the news to me. I did see the story on NHL.com. Dustin Brown is gonna hang up his skates after the playoffs. So this gives the Kings even more incentive to get that third cup. To go out like that, to retire as champion, absolutely, I'm all for it. I did watch Getsy's last game against the Blues, no less. They lost 6-3, but at least Getsy got to go out with one last play, a behind-the-back pass, which got the third goal with about 2 minutes left. And when the Blues started their comeback, the Ducks started amazingly for a team that had already been eliminated. They went up 2-0 at the end of the first period, and then the Blues decided, well, we want to start playing, and they scored, 6 straight goals. And I'm thinking like, if Getsy is, whoa, there's your super chat. Have a beer on me. Oh, I can easily call down and get one.
It's payday for good old JM.
You know what? Take the camera off me and hang for 5 minutes, and I'll go grab a beer because I've got one in the fridge.
Oh, there you go. Let's go. We'll just
if you want to do a little mini rant on.
I won't rant at all. I'm in a great mood now. Let me get my thing here.
There it is.
But if he's actually encouraging beer drinking, I am prepared. So.
Well, I didn't. I have to go downstairs and get one.
Hurry up and go, Stat Boy. Hurry up. Make it happen. All right, good.
Taking off camera. I'll be right back. Well, we're having a beer break.
Beer break. That's it. Again, Dwayne, you have been the savior of this freaking channel the last month, so thank you, brother. I appreciate it. I will be drinking Stone Cold's Broken Skull American Lager to celebrate the official crossing of the threshold, if you will. And Shane is the franchise, yes. So maybe, hey Ken, hey Dwayne, there you go, man. Thank you, appreciate it, man. Hey Shane, yes, Shane Douglas. We need to get Shane Douglas back for an interview at some point. He was one of my first interviews. I enjoyed Shane very much. I'm claiming Jeff and Greg. No shit, right? That's awesome. So yes, I can't express enough how much important this is, and I'll tell you why. I always am full disclosure with you guys. Always. At least I try to be. So I was afforded the opportunity to go to Disneyland the week after Dynamite. AEW Dynamite is here in Los Angeles. So the thing with Disney is I bought the ticket at the cheapest possible rate for over the summer, and it was still $134 mother effing dollars. So it's one of those things where it kind of is what it is. And I was granted a open-ended loan from my folks, which I appreciate. So now I can actually pay most of it back. So I thank you. Also, thank you. So very good. All right.
Hang on. Thank you so much.
Oh, good, man. We got to get you some better beer. Good grief, folks. Oof.
It was either this or I've also been requested to do the hard Mountain Dew, which is, and the ice cream truck is going by.
That's an old school one too, man. That's awesome.
Ice cream.
You scream. We all scream for cold beer. There you go. Cheers, folks.
See, I want that beer.
Well, if Aaron wonders why I'm already pre-drunk before I start drinking on No DQ Review, Dwayne is to blame. So there you go. There it is. So,
and just so you know, I was called out for something that happened a couple of days ago. I was celebrating a neighbor's birthday, and we had a great day. We went to the Wax Museum in Pigeon Forge. We went to the Castle of Chaos. We played video games at downtown Flavortown. We had a wonderful meal at Boss Hogg's Barbecue on Wears Valley Road. Excellent place. And we finished up the night by playing Uno and Battleship while doing moonshine.
Oh, Jesus.
6 shots I did.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
I'm not going to lie. I felt it the next morning. I still got up and got to work.
Yes, you did.
But I walked into work wearing sunglasses, and I usually don't wear sunglasses because my eyes are that bad. And so I even joke with my friends. I said, don't be surprised if I wear sunglasses to work tomorrow. And they're like, yeah, because I'm such a lightweight, which is true. It is true.
Accurate.
3 of these and I'm on the floor. So
this is an accurate statement.
That is true. And if I do, it's either 3 of those or maybe 2 tall cans, or even if I get lucky and do a pitcher, I'm on the floor because I'm a stick except for the gut. So we're playing Uno, we're playing Battleship, and I'm shooting the shine, whatever. Walk in with the sunglasses on, and they say to me, "Why are you wearing sunglasses?" And I didn't say a word because I had a light headache. I mean, it wasn't bad enough to where I could get out of bed. If I get out of bed, I'm going to work. Bottom line,
right.
And you've seen me when I get sick. I could have a flu or whatever, and did I have a ride after all that? I didn't need one because
he was at home.
Yeah.
You gotta listen to the whole story, kid. Nobody listens to us.
I hear the whole story, Ken. So somebody thought that I got punched in the face. One of my coworkers like, you got in a fight, and I'm like, no. And then the other one goes, oh, he had too much to drink last night. So I pointed to him like, yep. And then my friend, literally, you couldn't have planned this, walked right behind me and like, she can confirm how many I did last night. And she only remembered doing 3 shots. I'm like, no, I did 6 shots. We had 3 different flavors, and I drank the sweetest one the most.
There you go.
Got through the day with no problem. So
there you go.
I can recover quickly.
That's how you do.
That's how you do it. So going back to Captain Getzlaff, he had a great career, all as a Duck. He joined the 1,000-point club. He got the cup in 2007. At that point, he was losing his hair. Now he's completely bald, of course, because and Renegade actually posted something a long time ago how each year you would see his hairline getting smaller and smaller until he completely lost all his hair. So there was that. He had his family there. He had his wife there, his 3 sons, his daughter. They came out, and the first big surprise of the night was they gave him a custom Honda golf cart with Ducks logos on it, with number 15 on it, driven by Teemu Solani, which was a big surprise.
Oh, cool. That was cool. I love me some Teemu, man. You know that.
Come out. And Teemu had to talk Getzy out of not getting into the dune buggy there or the golf cart there and ruining the ice, because they surfaced the ice and they let him drive it out, and then they had to do warm-ups and everything. And so at the end, he did his handshake line, addressed the crowd, and he gets to retire and just hang out with the kids and be a dad. And now Dustin's going to do the same thing apparently. Of course, Dustin, 2 cups. We all know 2 cups is better than 1, and even I admit that one, even though that joke gets me right there all the time. 2 is better than 1. And let's see what else we got here. Wouldn't have the energy to go to work. Well, Ken, that's just the way that I am. Literally.
That's what he do.
That's what I do. Unless I don't get out of bed, I go to work. It could be, the worst headache, or I could be stuffed up beyond. I could have the worst voice ever, and it takes forever for me to just. I think even Jeff can attest. Like, there have been times where I was sick when we were living together, and he's like, "You're going to work?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm going to work." He's like, "Stay home." I'm like, "No, I can't. I got to go to work." Gotta go to work.
And do you know what kind of guy admires work ethic like that, Mike? I'm gonna jump in here real quick here as you're distracted, because I just saw this post from the man himself.
Oh, kick ass! Look at that.
The good brother Sinbodi Kazani, of course, in WWE, made this custom LJN figure. The good brother Mrs. Pierce made this robe. Shout out and love to all. That's pretty kick ass. I'm not gonna lie.
That is amazing.
So what's cool about this post? Everybody's seen my picture with Adam with our respective 10 pounds of gold that I had back in the day anyway, the old high spots version. The version Adam had in that picture is the one hanging behind him. It hangs in his house to this day. I think it's so cool. But yeah, that's a pretty cool that I akin that to like when I bought the custom figures of Dylan and I for his birthday that one year. It's like it's such a weird like endorphin thing to have your own action figure. It's just bizarre. It's such a dude thing. It really is. Anyway.
Oh, there are plenty of companies out there that do that. In fact, a thing came up on my memories. There was a church I went to, I think 7 years ago, and we made a custom action figure for the pastor. It was great. You have to send a full picture of your face. And I took the picture of him, and he's like, "Why are you taking my picture?" I'm like, "Trust me, pastor, you'll love it." He's like, "You're not putting me on the internet, are you?" I'm like, "No, pastor, I would not do this at all." And so we gave it to him when he left the church, and he was like, "This is amazing. How did this get done?" And then I'm like, "It's just a company. They scan it and they put it on a standard action doll, and they dress it however you want. I mean, you can be dressed in like jeans and a shirt. You can be dressed as a police officer." Dory's watching House. you can be, and the church was Lutheran, so his priestly robes, I guess, were white, and the closest thing to that would be what a monk wears. And I didn't want to put him in a monk uniform, so we just did the standard nice shirt and jeans type thing, glasses. Right. So yeah, there are tons of action figure websites and things like that. So
back when I did it was the one and done type deal. So it's kind of, I had to go with what I had. So excuse me. Pardon me. Anyway,
right,
so yes, congratulations to both Ryan Getzlaff. I know I decided to wear the duck stuff on here today, but it's hotter than shit out here, so I'm not gonna do that. But congratulations to Ryan. Again, one of about a half a dozen or less Anaheim Ducks will actually show respect to, including Temu Solani, Paul Correa, Guy Bear, Donald, Daisy, Huey, Dewey, Louie, Uncle Scrooge, Professor Von Drake, those Anaheim Ducks. That's about it.
We used to do that with Donald all the time when we went to Disneyland. I wear
Donald gave, all right, so not only did Donald give me grief for LA Kings and Mickey wear, because Donald's just a jealous little prick like that, but when we went for our niece's birthday the one year, the Queen of Hearts gave me grief for daring to wear a crown on my hat, and the only reason we got out of that unscathed is because Mikey bent the knee and kissed the royal hand. So
yes, I did.
Otherwise, we'd have been in deep Wonderland doo-doo. So.
Oh yeah. So let's go back to Dwayne Atkinson's question, saying, "Is Jacksonville going to draft a new quarterback like they seem to do every year?" My quick answer will be yes. The draft, I believe, is later tonight.
It's actually ongoing, I believe.
It's actually ongoing right now. Okay, good. I mean, so. If you're a team that does horribly, then absolutely, without a doubt, draft a quarterback, because he's the guy. I mean, don't get me wrong. The other players on the team are essential, okay? You need your running backs. You need your wide receivers. You need your tight ends. You need your defensive line, okay? But look at
That's the thing.
My quick answer on that one is I'm going to say no. I'm going to say no. Don't trade him away just because it's his rookie year.
I'm sorry. The draft. See, Paul, the draft starts today. That's my bad. I'm on the air with no DQ at 8 o'clock, so I'm all zoned in on that. So sorry about that.
Yeah, I mean, you can't, bench. You can't bench him. I would not do that. I would not punish him for first year jitters. Okay, it's his rookie season. Okay, he's gonna have that. The nerves. Okay, so trading him away is not the right thing to do. I don't remember what his contract was either. So if he's got a 2-3 year contract, at least let him have his contract before you decide to cut ties with him.
Right.
But at this point, a backup quarterback will not hurt. Now, will Jacksonville will Jacksonville do better? Possibly. We don't know.
Right.
It's all up in the air. We're not going to worry more about football until the end of the summer anyway. They still have to go through camp. They have to get all that stuff taken care of.
Go Vikings!
Thank you, Dory. There she is.
Skull.
Kirk Cousins is A-okay. He ain't going anywhere.
There we go. Paul's got his priorities straight.
I'm going to watch the Lions pick them, watch Impact. Good call on that.
Good call.
Good call.
Or you can watch the No DQ review and, watch me, progressively get more drunk on Aaron's. I mean, contribute to Aaron's channel as I should. Oops.
I did find a liquor store out here near Sevierville and Pigeon Forge that might have the IPA. So I want to.
Don't get the IPA. Don't get the IPA. Get the American Lager.
How does it taste?
Tastes like American Lager. The IPA tastes like freaking bitter beer face.
Really?
Yeah, the American Lager is 100 times better. I've bought 3-4 packs since WrestleMania, so there you go.
What's the cost on them?
Well, it's California, so our sales tax CRV is a mucker feather out here. So
yeah, that's the truth.
It really just depends what store you hit. To be honest with you, dude, I've been lucky. Put it that way.
What's that?
I've been lucky. Put it that way. Oh, you're not talking to me.
Yeah, that was Dory. Let's see. What else can I talk about? In celebrity news, the big celebrity news, the Johnny Depp trial.
Oh my God.
What the hell is that all about? Yeah, it is a circus, absolutely. I did start to watch Johnny's testimony, and the big thing that I'm actually seeing is he's learning about the judicial process because the lawyers are battling back and forth and whatnot.
It's a judicial system.
And there was the latest thing that I saw, and I don't know. I don't know everything about it. I know about the trial. I know what happened. I know why it's happening. Mm-hmm. But apparently, somebody was testifying by Zoom call or whatever. Mm-hmm. I don't know who this person was, so I don't know everything about it. But the thing was that this witness started vaping. And he was giving his testimony from his car, and I'm sitting there like, you can do that in court proceedings? Don't you absolutely have to be in the courtroom to give proper? And the vaping seemed very disrespectful to me. I'm like, you're sitting there, and you would never get away with that in a courtroom. You're like, oh, this is so I'm just gonna light up and start smoking. Yeah, right. Come on. So, and then Johnny's laughing his ass off in the courtroom, which is like, yeah, that's what's happening. But I'm like, how is the state of Virginia and their laws? I guess I have no idea. Ken says, oh yeah, Dwayne's comment. I will not go into total disclosure, but I saw yeah, that is petty and childish and stupid and disgusting, and it's making me turn green even just thinking about it. I mean, that relationship was toxic, and for her to allegedly do that, because let's be real, okay, we know Johnny Depp was sworn to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth, so help him God. But you do not make up a story like that. So what's her defense on that?
He done shit the bed for real.
See, I'm not going to say it, but you will.
It's my channel. I don't give a shit. Whatever.
See, and then the toilet humor is a buzz on Stat Boys, and I'm starting to get buzz. Hey, I'm not going to lie, and I have a tasty beverage.
He said 2 sips of Bud Light. He's getting buzz, kids. I'm just going to throw that
out.
Yeah,
right. I am. Don't forget, guys, use the hashtag #AskStatBoy to rant about. Put a topic in there. I will discuss anything.
We might need a shorter hashtag for the viewers at home. Just saying, for next week. Well, hey, for next month, rather. Dylan is, where is he? Okay. Very good. All right. Gotta keep an eye on the boy. All right, Stat Boy. Some might get turned on by that, so who knows? Whoa, all right then. That's a little much.
Yeah, there are people like that.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Everybody's got their thing. Some people
Everyone's
have more
got
than
their
one thing.
and they defend it too, and that's
Very much.
Does. That's what the law does.
So if you're looking for stuff to talk about, to recap, Elon Musk has bought Twitter. He's going to buy Coca-Cola, put the cocaine back in. He's been asked to do the McDonald's ice cream machines, but he can't work miracles. And then he had one more earlier today. What do you say? I find.
Well, what's going to happen with Twitter? Are we going to lose our free speech, and is everything going to be censored?
Probably. But just remember,
$44 billion.
But just remember, when he buys Coca-Cola, real magic is only a sip away. Always Coca-Cola. That was the real slogan. Real magic is a sip away. That's when you know the cocaine is real. Because it's a magic drink. It's better than Red Bull.
That it is.
If Elon Musk buys Facebook, I am here for it because I'm sick of the Zuck anyway.
What's he going to do with Facebook?
I don't know. Whatever he wants. Elon Musk. He's got more money than I've got sweat glands. So whatever's clever.
He could give all his money away to everyone and still have money left over. I would take Elon Musk's money.
That's it. Musk has more money than I have fat, which is a freaking major accomplishment. So there you go. Mikey's just chugging that beer. Good for him. Jesus.
It's gone. Can I please have another?
Hey. I didn't say you were disgusting, Ken. I was just saying that, people's got their fixes. Good for them. And yes, there you go. Paul's got the right idea. He's going to buy WWE so he can put the F back in. That's right.
Oh, come on. Vince will never
sell the F back in, damn it. There you go.
On. Vince will never give up his baby to Elon Musk. No way whatsoever.
Hey, money talks.
But we are halfway through the show.
We're actually almost done with the show, brother.
We are?
Remember, 6:30 to 7:30 today.
Oh, rats. Oh, there's a
door.
door.
I had to know the Q review. I had to get ready for it. I told you this.
May you please have another?
Yes.
The answer is no, because I'm not going to listen to you whine about being hungover again.
Steph Curry policed on his own show. Policed on his own show.
And that's why I love her.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Like I said, yes, I'm going to rant about you now. Like I said before, Dory is my rock. She has no vault. She tells you how it is. And she's bluntly honest. And, she's the reason I'm in Tennessee. Uh-oh.
Hey, I'm the know-it-all big sister.
Mm-hmm. Let's get you on camera there. There you go.
Yeah, I'm just the know-it-all big sister that tells him when he's screwing up and when he's just being stupid.
And he thought he was going to get away with from the big brother looking over him when he moved to Tennessee from California. No, he has a big sister now, which is even more intense focusing.
Ha ha ha. Good gift slap when he needs one. You may continue.
No, Ken, because Dory's a decent person, unlike Jim Cornette.
No, not blunt like Cornette. No. Blunt as she will tell you the God's honest truth, and she will call you out on it.
I will.
The only thing more blunt than Cornette is an unsharpened knife, and even then it's debatable.
I've seen her use a knife too.
I don't even want to know that information because then I'm
kitchen knife.
Anything I know, Mikey, I'm an accessory. I don't want to know. Ignorance is a mucker southern bliss. Anyway, hey, it's time for plugs. Since I can't think of anything else to say right now, there we go. We'll do that real quick. There it is. Hey, what do you know? So, this is what JJ and I are doing tomorrow. For those of you that are into that sort of thing, and it's actually the last Dads that will be on Friday because we are moving the Dads brand as a complete package, both Ask the Dads and the Dads episodes, to Mondays, and that'll be in the month of May. And there's the month of May for you, everybody. There, so there's that. So, yes, we are focusing heavily on The Rock in May because May 2nd, which is Monday this coming week, is The Rock's 50th birthday. Scurry stuff that he's only 50 and he still looks better than I looked at, ever. So there you go. Anyway, so that's what's coming up, and back to Mikey.
Yeah, so I guess I lost track of my time. So, like I said, follow me on Twitter at LB.
No, Mikey, you're good. You still get 15
Hold on,
minutes.
I'm getting the plugs out now. I'm not saying goodbye yet. I just want to get the plugs out now.
Got it.
You're plugging, so I'm plugging. I'm not saying goodbye just yet, but like I said, please use that hashtag. And if maybe I could even do a little mini rant on Twitter. I have no problem doing that. And of course, I'll try and pop in on all the other shows coming up. Backlash is coming up, of course. We're getting excited about that. We won't be on the air. We'll be at work that day. So, we're more than likely, Dory and I are going to send in our predictions for WrestleMania Backlash. I kind of am still questioning the whole Judgment Day faction that Edge and Damian Priest are now putting together. I thought there was rumors of a third coming in. Haven't heard anything about all that yet. I think they were thinking of looking at Rhea Ripley for it.
Yeah,
that'd be pretty cool, actually, to have. And also, a video surfaced of Rhea talking with the other divas about
ladies, not divas anymore, Mike.
Sorry, about the other women superstars. I apologize. About the like social media and depression and things like that. And it made me look at Rhea a lot differently. That now I understand her a little bit better. So I want to give a quick shout out to Rhea for that.
Very cool.
She's a very interesting person. I would love to to possibly even meet her. I do. We would also, SummerSlam is coming up. It's in our backyard in Nashville. So it's at Nissan Stadium. There is a possibility that we could go to SummerSlam. We don't know yet. We do know the tickets are on sale, but there is a good chance that it could happen. If not, no big worries. Of course,
I would very like to be at Money in the Bank for the record.
What's that? I
would very like to be at Money in the Bank for the record.
Cool.
$25 cheap seats, and I have a bus voucher. I'm good.
Cool. I'm a little disappointed though, and Jeff, help me out on this one. They're not doing an access type thing for SummerSlam.
I honestly don't know. I haven't been to an access of any kind since SummerSlam 2012. We did it that year. No, 2011. We did it that one year.
That would have been nice to attend. I mean, the little mini conventions where there are the previous WWE talent.
Right.
I mean, the last one I went to was at LAX. That's how I met Mark Henry.
Yep.
I would love to go to one of those again. And again, like I said, keep the super chats coming, because that also helps get the crew to SoFi. Is that going on still too?
As far as I know.
Good. Because I really want to get Dory out there. I want to see her eyes light up like a Christmas tree at WrestleMania Access. That'll be the pinnacle of everything. There are still some things in the works that I really can't quite talk about yet, but they will be addressed when Sports Bar comes back in the fall. There are some.
Speaking of Stat Boy Sports Bar, I'm gonna do a little breaking news here and now, since I'm here live with you on the air. Let me get myself on screen.
Okay, what's going on?
So I originally decided that I was going to have you be off the channel because I was going to run Talk Wrestling only on Tuesdays, and I needed to make sure that brand got all the eyes. So I've decided instead I'm going to double up. 4 o'clock Pacific, 7 o'clock Eastern, you will be on where you belong on Tuesday nights, as you've always been. And then I'll be on at 10 o'clock, and at least Aaron's channel, if not across the board, because I feel like I did you wrong by moving you to a different night. So I even told JD I was going to do this. So if he's down to have you go back, that's cool too. If not, if he wants to keep you, that's his prerogative as well.
It's an either or thing. As long as I am on Tuesdays, I am happy. Whether it's your channel or whether it's the Casa channel, it's okay by me.
Right.
Just, it's like we discussed. Getting off work and then rushing home and getting everything set up is just a disaster. That way, I'm ready to go, and everything will be a-okay. But I will throw a little teaser out there. When Sports Bar comes back in the fall, I know for a fact we definitely are bringing back Pick'em. Pick'em is a guarantee. Pick'em is a lock. Dory's got a title to defend, and don't forget the one-on-one champion challenge thing. That will be a thing. So week 1, it's going to be Dory versus Zach for the official individual title.
Week.
She is the defending Pick'em champion. That is her title. She won it. She earned it. She's going to defend it. But there'll be a newly created individual championship between the two of them. There are 2 more things that will be coming out when the Sports Bar returns.
And I'm going to say it here and now. I don't know what he's planning. He and I haven't talked about it, but if we do a betting squares thing at the end of college or pro season, it will be much more finely tuned before we actually launch the squares. So
definitely the squares for Super Bowl, that is definitely coming back. College is up in the air. I don't know if I want to do college again.
Right.
Because there just it felt like there just wasn't enough out there for college. College was a great idea, and Renegade gets all credit for that. He came up with the idea for it, so he gets full credit for that one. I just ran it. I don't know if I'm going to do college again, but definitely the Super Bowl squares, that's coming back. So that's 3 things coming back.
Well, luckily, the poison element within the squares game last year is no longer in our lives, so that's definitely a good thing.
Yeah, I can talk to you about that off camera. And honestly, that's more personal business, so
yeah,
it's not worth it.
No, I know it's just any chance I can get to bitch about those people, I will. So,
but I will say there will be 2 new things or 2 evolved things to come with football and hockey. I will leave it at that. Let your minds creatively go. But those 2 big things will be coming up. Dwayne's already putting his money in.
There you go. I love it. Dwayne is a baller. Ken's right, dude. Dwayne is the official big baller of the step.
Well, we already have a big baller. That's Big Baller G. We already have one.
Hey, you know what? Big G got married. He ain't big baller no more. He pigeonholed now.
Anyway, so we'll leave it at that. We'll say our goodbyes. Thank you all for watching the rebrand of this. The next scheduled one, I believe, is at the end of May. That's what it says on the calendars.
Yeah, let me.
If I pop in and if I just start ranting, I probably will. You'll definitely see me on another upcoming open mic night. I love that concept, by the way. That's amazing. So I'll definitely be throwing out my rants whenever I can, along with everybody else, with Noah and James and everybody else in this crew. Again, keep the super chats coming. Keep the hashtag going. Ask Statboy to rant about. I can give you a quick reply on that. Follow me on Twitter at lbstatkid1977. Thank you all. It's been a great day. It's been great out here in Tennessee. We've had great warm spring weather. We got thunderstorms coming in the next couple days. It's gonna be great. Big Baller D. There you go. We got Big Baller G and Big Baller D. I love it. Anything else, Jeff, before we sign off?
I think we're good. Just again, everybody, make sure you check out the both brands, the Casa and the Jeff Meacham Network, tomorrow for backlash matches from the dads, not always on wrestling. And of course, May is jam-packed. You've got the return of Renegades reviews on Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, with JJ covering the greatest from the most electrifying man in all of entertainment, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. We've got Ask the Dads every other Monday, Dwayne's greatest movies on Monday, May 9th. The Rock's Greatest Matches on May 23rd. Talk Wrestling on Tuesdays. The Greg Sherry Show on Wednesdays. Open mic night every other Friday as of now. There's 2 Fridays for now. Friday the 13th, Sunday May 1st, and Saturday May 28th, we are dark on the channel for the record. But then we have Backlash and Double Nothing coverage. Full coverage, predictions, and watch-alongs on the day of show. And yes, Mayor, I actually have that book. Yeah, not only do I have that book back here in the studio closet, I actually have the audio book as well to go with it. So
it is an excellent read. I finished it today. This guy right here, Mayor Jacobs, he will be getting reelected. I'm certain of that. Great little skit he pulled with Ezekiel. Come on, we know Ezekiel is Elias. We know that. Great little skit there. Anyway,
he's a liar.
Kevin Owens is going to have a heart attack on camera, folks. I swear to God, he's going to have a heart attack because he's the only sane one there. And I'm going to leave it at that.
Right.
Thank you all. I love you all. Keep the hashtags going. Go Halos. Light the Halo up. It happened tonight. Follow me on Twitter. Use the hashtag. Jeff, I love you, my bro. Stat Boy out.